Welcome to the Green Existing Schools web training series hosted by the Center for Green Schools. This module will help you begin planning a recycling and waste management program for your school or school district. Consider the fact that in America, we generate about 1 ton of waste per person each year. This is equivalent to the weight of an average classroom of 20 12-year-olds. Engaging programs that help reduce, reuse, and recycle materials in our schools can help reduce this waste, as well as have a positive impact on the environment, on the budget, and on student learning. Comprehensive recycling and waste management program or policy addresses how to 1. Reduce the amount of trash generated, 2. Encourage the reuse of materials and products, 3. Support recycling efforts, and 4. Encourage organics diversion and composting. Ongoing consumables, durable goods, and waste related to facility alterations and additions, also known as construction waste, are the 3 main categories of solid waste at a school that the program should prioritize. For more information on this topic, see the Recycling and Waste Management Companion Guide. Before you begin working on your plan, take the time to assemble a diverse working group that includes facilities management, building engineers, custodial staff, community advocates, as well as teachers and students. The group should also name a district-level recycling coordinator or school recycling leader, such as a teacher, class, or club that can help implement the program. The next step is to work with your recycling team to conduct an assessment on current district-wide recycling and reuse policies. This information will establish the benchmark from which to make improvements. An important part of the planning phase is auditing. Consider asking your waste vendors for information or engage students to conduct a waste audit to determine the amount and type of waste the school is generating and from what sources. Now that you've done some planning and have your team in place, you can begin to develop the components of your program. You will want to start by analyzing data from the assessments and audits, research industry best practices, and then from there establish goals and strategies. Consider starting small by piloting your program in a select number of schools or classrooms. The old adage, reduce, reuse, recycle, is in order of importance. The plan should thus prioritize practices and policies to reduce the amount of trash generated. Consider going as paperless as possible or requiring double-sided printing. Next, develop practices and programs to reuse durable goods such as furniture. And then lastly, establish infrastructure and systems to be able to recycle and or compost as many product streams as possible. Keep in mind that a comprehensive waste management plan will include both a recycling policy and also a sustainable purchasing policy that can help ensure that ongoing consumables such as paper, office supplies, electronics are as environmentally friendly as possible and can be reused or recycled at the end of their life. See the Sustainable Materials web training for more information on the sustainable purchasing policy. It is good practice to research what other schools are doing. One best practice for successful school recycling and composting programs is signage. Engage students and school staff in your pilot program to understand each site's specific needs and then plan for what equipment and signage you will purchase. Educating students and staff is key to program success. Include an annual education program to train these audiences about recyclable and compostable items and where each item goes. Presentations at teacher professional development sessions and announcements in the cafeteria or at homeroom are a great way to get the message out. The final step is to integrate the school's recycling efforts into lesson plans to reiterate to students each element of the policy. Procedures for proper disposal or recycling of durable goods should be clearly outlined in your policy and reinforced by district staff. Also, your plan should address how construction waste is to be disposed or reused. A good waste management program includes a plan to track efforts to recycle or reuse various materials. Tracking can help the working group evaluate if the program is meeting its goals, and cost data can be used to make the financial case for expanding the pilot. The Waste Management Companion Guide includes a link to a solid waste tracking spreadsheet to help staff monitor these efforts. Consider implementing a composting program to divert food and yard waste, as well as reduce your carbon footprint and create educational opportunities for students. As stated before, ongoing training is important. Training schedules should be created for facilities personnel and custodial staff, as well as school-based staff, teachers, and students who have an important role in the program. Develop reward and incentive programs to encourage students and teachers to participate. A green team made up of dedicated students can help implement the program and spread the recycling message, as well as encourage others across the school or school community to participate. Before expanding the program, include a plan to evaluate the pilot, especially looking at product and process efficiencies, as well as cost impacts. Once any needed improvements are made, you are ready to officially implement the program. When broadly implementing your waste management program, solicit feedback from additional stakeholders and develop a process to measure the effectiveness of all of the strategies. Each waste stream should be tracked over time and results shared with the community. This important information can be used to ensure continuous improvement of your program. Now that you have an outline to help you develop a recycling and waste management program, the next step is to gather more in-depth information, including sample policies, practices, and plans. You might also seek support from colleagues who have implemented similar programs in their schools or districts. For additional guidance, you can refer to the Recycling and Waste Management Companion Guide that provides more details on the content covered in this training and includes references to useful websites and publications. You can also visit www.centerforgreenschools.org/resources for more Green School publications. The Center for Green Schools at USGBC has assembled a network to help answer any questions you might have while acting on the information you've learned today. Please send questions to the email address shown here, and we will connect you with peers who can assist you in finding the answers. Thank you for listening today, and best of luck as you pursue sustainability initiatives at your school.